Okay, so here's the exercise. Answer it, and then we'll check the answers together. Okay, so let's check. We have number one, letter A. Sorry, number one is letter D, like dog. Number two, letter A. Number three, D. Four, B, like boy. 5D. 6D. 7B. Oops, sorry, we haven't made it to 7. Here, we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's continue. 7C, 8D, 9A, and 10 letter D. The next strategy that I'd like to tell you about is about inverting subjects and verbs. Now, many times in English, subjects and verbs are inverted, and they can be inverted for a variety of reasons. For example, when we have affirmative statements or negative or questions, sorry, like this one. He can go to the movies. But if I want to make a question with that, I would say, can he go to the movies? So I will invert my subject and my verb. So in this one, he goes to the movies on Wednesday. Now to make a question, I would also invert the subject by adding an auxiliary. Does he go to the movies on Wednesday? So let's analyze in what other cases are subjects and verbs inverted. Subjects and verbs are inverted when using question words. And question words make confusion when they are inverted. Question words can either introduce a question, like where is the station? Where are you now? But they can also be used to join clauses, like I don't know what the homework is. Do you know where you are going? And this is the typical structure when inverted subjects and verbs with question words. The questions words that could be used could be who, what, when, where, why, or how. Now, when the question word introduces a question, subjects and verbs are inverted. Like, what are they? Verb and subject inverted. But when the question word connects two clauses, the subject and the verb that follow are not inverted. Like, I know what they are. So let's practice by answering these exercises. Identify in which case the sentence is correct, in which case inverting the subject and the verb is correct. Let's see an example. Number one, the phone company is not certain when will the new directories will be ready. This is an incorrect sentence because the word when is joining two clauses. Therefore, we should invert the subject and the verb. When the new directories will be ready. Number two, the professor does not understand why so many students did poorly on the exam. In this case, the sentence is correct because the question word is joining two clauses and the subject and verb don't need to be inverted. Okay, so continue on these three. I'll give you 3 minutes to answer and then we'll check the questions together. Okay, so let's check. We already saw and discussed one and two. Let's go straight to number three. Now, number three, it's incorrect because should be can new students. Number four is correct. Number five is incorrect. The correct should be the plain can. Number six and seven, both correct. Number eight, incorrect. It should be has it. And number nine and 10, both correct sentences. Another case in which subjects and verbs are inverted is with place expressions. And the specific expressions that we're gonna use are here, there, and nowhere. Like, here is the book that you lent me. There are the keys that I thought I lost. Nowhere have I seen such beautiful weather. Now, this summarizes how we should invert subjects and verbs with place expressions. Now, when a place expression at the front of the sentence is necessary to complete the sentence, the subject and the verb that follow are inverted. In the classroom, necessary place, were some old desks. But when a place expression at the front of the sentence contains extra information that is not needed to complete the sentence, then the subject and the verb that follow are not inverted. Like this one, in the classroom, comma, I studied very hard. Now, usually the extra information will have a comma to separate the information from the clause. Let's practice. In this exercise, you need to identify if the sentences are correct or incorrect, focusing on place expression subject verb inversion. Like number one, it says, in front of the house were some giant trees. This is a correct sentence because in front of the house is a necessary part of the sentence. Number two, there, a big house is on the corner. This sentence is incorrect because it should be there is a big house in the corner. Now, I'll give you 3 minutes to analyze and answer the rest of the sentences, and then we will check the answers all together. Okay, so let us check. Now, we already checked and analyzed 1 and 2, so let's go straight to number 3. Number 3 is correct. Number 4, incorrect. It should be is the stream. Number 5, correct. Number 6, incorrect. It should be the food was. Number 7 is incorrect. It should be can farmers. Number 8, incorrect. It should be are the two trees. Number 9, correct. Number 10, incorrect. It should be were a man and a woman. Okay. Were a man and a woman. Another case in which subjects and verbs are inverted, it's in the use of negatives. When negative expressions such as no, not, or never come at the beginning of a sentence, we should invert subjects and verbs. For example, not once did I miss a question. Never has Mr. Jones taken a vacation. At no time can the students use their phones. Yes, remember that this applies when the negative expressions come at the beginning of a sentence. Because we might be used to saying, for example, Mr. Jones has never taken a vacation, which is correct too. But this strategy focuses on the times when the expressions are used at the beginning of the sentence. Now, certain words such as hardly, barely, scarcely only act like negatives. Hardly ever does he take vacation. Only once did the manager issue a report. And remember that we invert it when these expressions come at the beginning of the sentence. Invert subjects and verbs with the conjunctions neither nor. For example, I do not want to work overtime. Neither does Tom. The secretary is not attending the meeting, nor is her boss. Okay, so let's practice inverted subject and verb with negatives with this exercise. Let's see the two examples. Never the boy wrote to his sisters. This is incorrect because I have a negative expression at the beginning, which means I have to invert subject and verb. So the correct uh, answer should be, did the boy write? Number two, on no occasion did they say that to me. This is a correct sentence because the negative expression is at the beginning, so I invert subjects and verbs. Okay, so continue on your own and we will check the answers together. Okay, so let's check the answers. Number three is correct. Number four, incorrect. It should be have I gone. Number five, incorrect. It should be he went. Number six, incorrect. Should be has their secretary. Number seven, correct. Number eight, incorrect. It should be did she leave? And number 9 and 10, both correct. Now, another case in which subjects and verbs are inverted is when we use conditionals. Conditionals had, should, and were. Now, when the verb in the conditional clause is had, should, or were, it is possible to omit if and invert the subject and verb. For example, this is a sentence with an omitted if. Were he here, he would help. It is also possible to use if, which is something that we are more used to doing. And we would normally say, if he were here, he would help. Okay? Both are correct. And we need to have in mind that the first sentence is possible and it is correct as well. Now, these sentences contain an inverted subject verb with conditional. So, analyze the sentences and determine if the sentences are correct or incorrect. Then we will check the answers all together. Okay, so let's check the answers. Number one is correct. Number two is incorrect. It could be you should. Number three, incorrect. It should be if he has. Number four, correct. Number five, incorrect. It should be if you could. Number six, incorrect. It should be had he not. And the rest of the sentences are all correct. Okay, so let's move on. Now we're going to start with our listening strategies and practice. And we're going to begin talking about idiomatic language. Now, idiomatic language are expressions in English that may not have a literal meaning. Some examples of idiomatic language are verbs that include particles like in, on, or at. And when we listen, we must pay attention to these two or three word part verbs because when they combine, they have a different meaning than they do when they are on their own. So in the TOEFL exercise, you might hear something like, what time does the meeting start? Didn't you hear that it was called off by the director? Now, the combination of call with the particle off means to cancel. Therefore, the correct answer is that the director canceled the meeting. Yes, here are more examples. On the recording, we might hear something like, did you have your history exam today? No, the professor put it off for another week. The combination of put with the particle off means to postpone. Therefore, the correct answer would be it was delayed. Do we have any more soap? We run out of it. Someone will have to go to the store. The combination of run and out means that something is finished. That means that there is no more soap. I need to take the written test to renew my driver's license. Then you'll have to brush up to the laws. What does the man need to do? Well, he needs to learn the laws for the first time. Okay, so let's practice this strategy. Okay, I have to be here. So listen carefully and then I'll show you the answers.
TOEFL Exercise 16. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of 2 and 3-part verbs. Number 1.
The new neighbors have just moved in.
Maybe we should call on them.
According to the woman, what should they do? Number 2.
You know, I'm really enjoying this class now.
I am too. At first it was kind of boring, but now it's turning into something fascinating.
What does the man mean? Number 3.
I heard you had a bad headache this morning.
Yes, but I think I'm getting over it now.
What does the woman mean? Number 4.
I'd like to stop smoking, but it's really hard for me.
Well, at least you should try to cut down.
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
Why was the client unhappy?
The lawyer turned down his case.
What does the woman mean? Number 6.
I really like Marcia.
Me too. She is just so friendly with everyone.
What does the man say about Marcia? Number 7.
Are you going out or staying here tonight?
I can't go out. I have to look after the children.
What does the man mean? Number 8.
Did you see in the paper this morning that one section of the factory is closing down today?
Yes, and some of the workers will be laid off.
What does the man say about the workers? Number 9.
I heard that you're trying out for the football team. Won't that be difficult?
Yes, but I'm really going to try to pull it off.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
I locked the keys in the car again.
Oh, I don't know why I put up with you.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, so let's check the answers. Here they are. We have 1D, 2A, 3C, 4B, 5C, 6A, 7C, 8C, 9B, and 10 letter A. Let's continue. Now, another type of idiomatic language that is very commonly used in English are idioms. Now, idioms are special phrases that don't have a literal meaning, and they do not necessarily describe the situation of life. They may use other words that are not related with the context, but they mean something else. Now, I want to show you some examples of idioms and you might be familiar with some of them. Yes, like this one, a big shot. When we say that person is a big shot. A bone to pick, that means a complaint, a dispute, or a misunderstanding. A pain in the neck, something that is annoying. A snap means very easy, etc., etc. Yeah, I'm gonna show you another link with examples of idioms, and just that you can see that there are many resources that we can find online to practice idioms, because these phrases are very common. They're used a lot when people talk, and it's necessary that you memorize them and know what they mean. Like this one, spill the beans, which means to reveal a secret. And here we have an example sentence. What about this one? The ball is in your court. What does this one mean? It means you're in control. And here's a sentence with the idiom. What about this one? On cloud nine. Now this one means very happy. She's been on cloud nine ever since she got the promotion. She's been very happy. Let's see this one. Throw in the towel. What does this one mean? To give up. Now we have a very similar expression in Spanish with this one. After struggling for months, she decided to throw in the towel. What about this one? Once in a blue moon. Now this one means rarely. They only go to the movies once in a blue moon. What about this one? On thin ice. This one means in a risky situation. What about this? Cost an arm and a leg. I think this is an easy one to understand. Very expensive. What about this one? Cutting edge. Now this one means innovative and modern. Go cold turkey. Have you ever heard this one before? This means to quit abruptly. He went cold turkey and stopped smoking overnight. Let's look at the last one. To blow one's own trumpet. It means to praise oneself. I'm going to stop the video here, then I'll return to our presentation. And I found those resources online. So you can easily Google idioms, common idioms in English, common idioms, etc. And you'll find a lot of resources to check, to review, and to practice. Okay, so let's practice with a TOEFL exercise about idiomatic language. And so I will play the audio so you can listen and answer, and we will check the answers all together.
TOEFL Exercise 17. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of idioms. Number 1.
I was 15 minutes late for class today.
Better late than never.
What does the woman mean? Number 2.
Do you want to work on the biology experiment together?
2 heads are better than 1.
What does the man mean? Number 3.
I really don't want to work on the report now.
There's no time like the present.
What does the woman mean? Number 4.
I just sold the last copy of that book this morning. You'll have to try again next week.
Just my luck.
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
I know you like this restaurant, but I just don't like the food here.
To each his own.
What does the woman mean? Number 6.
Would it be possible for you to drop these letters in the mailbox for me?
No sooner said than done.
What does the woman mean? Number 7.
Did you hear that Abby won the art scholarship?
You could have knocked me down with a feather.
What does the man mean? Number 8.
I have to read all 6 chapters this weekend.
We're all in the same boat.
What does the woman mean? Number 9.
Anne's project for the science fair was incredible.
She's really head and shoulders above the rest.
What does the man say about Anne? Number 10.
I can't believe how many forms I have to fill out to apply for the scholarship.
Yes, and you should be sure to dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, and these are the answers for the exercise. Okay, now I'm going to show you an exercise that integrates both skills. The one that focuses on two or more word-part verbs and idioms. Okay, so let's listen. I'll play the audio and then we'll check the answers.
TOEFL exercise, skills 16 through 17. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. Number 1.
Do you do the cooking every night?
No, my roommate and I take turns.
What does the woman mean? Number 2.
Did you meet Hank's father at the game last night?
Yes, I did. You know, Hank's really a chip off the old block.
What does the woman say about Hank? Number 3.
Do you want to go to the football game with us tonight?
No, thanks. I think I'm coming down with something.
What does the woman mean? Number 4.
I can't believe what Hal said to the teacher.
Yeah, he really put his foot in his mouth.
What does the man say about Hal? Number 5.
I'm going to the market now.
Could you hold off going for a few minutes? I'd like to go with you.
What does the woman mean? Number 6.
I got a parking ticket, but I don't think I want to pay it.
You know, you're really playing with fire.
What does the woman mean? Number 7.
The noise from those machines is really bothering me.
Yeah, I wish we could just ask them to cut it out.
What does the woman mean? Number 8.
Did Fred tell you his theory about who took the money?
Yes, and I really think he's barking up the wrong tree.
What does the woman mean? Number 9.
This course is too hard for me. I think I'll just drop it.
Even though it's hard, you should keep at it as long as you can.
What does the woman tell the man? Number 10.
How's the chemistry homework coming?
It's like trying to swim upstream.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, so let's check the answers. Here we go. It's 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C, 5A, 6C, 7C, 8D, 9C, and 10 letter B. Okay, now let's integrate the 17 strategies that we have practiced so far. Okay, so let me open up the video. Here it is. I think I was not projecting the answers. So I'll show them to you again. Here they are. I'll give you a minute to check. Okay, then I'll go to the activity. Let me mute my microphone. So again, let's listen carefully and we'll check the answers all together. Here goes.
TOEFL Review Exercise, Skills 1 through 17. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. Number 1.
Could you put some more wood in the fireplace?
I'll have to bring some in from outside.
What does the man imply? Number 2.
Alice, I thought you were working late tonight.
I was supposed to, but my conference was called off.
What happened to Alice? Number 3.
Why are you getting out of the water?
The lifeguard motioned that we should move in that direction.
Where does this conversation probably take place? Number 4.
Did you enjoy the evening at the nightclub?
I wish there had been a little more room on the dance floor.
What does the man mean? Number 5.
I just sent off the letter that you wrote.
Then you did figure out how to use the fax machine.
What had the woman assumed about the man? Number 6.
I guess that you would buy that new car.
And you hit the nail on the head.
What does the man mean? Number 7.
Is that your research paper for English Lit?
Yes, and it's almost finished. Do you think you could look it over for me?
What does the man want? Number 8.
Has everyone been informed?
No one is unaware of the situation.
What does the woman mean? Number 9.
Did you sleep well last night?
If the alarm were not so loud, I would never have woken up.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
I could not believe the story in the news about the problem with the airplane.
Yeah, I saw it too. The pilot was forced to land the plane in a field.
What does the man mean?
Okay, so let me show you the answers. Oh, wait, please. Here it is. We have 1A, 2B, 3C, 4C, 5A, 6C, 7C, 8C again, number 9. Oops, I missed number 9. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, here it is, number 9D and 10A. Okay. So we have pretty much finished looking at the strategies for short conversations. And so we're going to start reviewing the strategies for long conversations, for longer audios. So let me share this with you. Okay, here it is. Now, long conversations are part B of the listening conversation test. Now, these conversations often talk about school life, which could be about how difficult a class is, how to write a paper, how to register for a course, etc. They also discuss current topics in the US, like water supplies, recycling programs, damage from natural phenomena, elections, etc. Now, the procedure to answer long conversations in the TOEFL test is a little bit different. Now, these are very good recommendations that I suggest you to follow. Anytime you have some extra time, preview the answers to the questions. Now, while you're looking at the answers, you should try to anticipate the topics of the conversations you will hear, anticipate the questions for each of the groups of answers too. Now, remember to listen carefully to the first line of the conversation. The first line of the conversation will often contain the main idea, the subject, or topic of conversation. And you will often be asked to answer these type of questions. What was the topic of the conversation? What was the main subject of the conversation? As you're listening to the conversation, draw conclusions about the situation, like who might be talking, where the conversation might be taking place, or when the conversation take place. Because you will be asked this type of question, like the man talking is probably a professor, a student, a coordinator, etc. As you listen to the conversation, follow along with the answers in your test book. And as always, try to determine the correct answers. Detailed questions are generally answered in order on the conversation, and the answers often sound the same as what is said in the recording. Remember, you should guess even if you are not sure. Never leave any answers blank. Use the remaining time to look ahead at the answers to the questions that follow so that you can guess the topic, so that you can try to anticipate the questions that you will be asked. Now, the first strategy that I like you to use when you are answering the long conversation questions is to anticipate the topic. Yes. Based on the answers, you might anticipate what the conversations will be about. Okay. Like this one. Question 1, the answers on question 1 are to find work on campus, to work in the employment office, to help students find jobs, to ask the woman questions. And then we have in the library, in a campus office, and we have number 3, no more than 10, at least 20, no more than 20, every morning, afternoons, etc. And we should try to anticipate the topic. So probably questions 1 through 5 are related to someone looking for a job on campus. Yes, like it says find work, help students find jobs. All of these are related to working. And very commonly, the first question would be, what is the topic of the conversation? What is the conversation about? And then maybe this one would be like, where does the person want to work? Where does the person need to find a job? And maybe this one is about the hours that this person has available during the week. And maybe this is the moment where he can be contacted. And this one could be like how to get the job. Okay, let's look at this one. Now, what do you think is the topic of the conversation for these questions? Now, analyze the answers. I'll give you a couple minutes and then we'll discuss it. Now, the topic of this conversation, based on the answers, let's see, we have acid rain, pollution, kinds of pollution. Well, it is obviously types of pollution. Yeah. And maybe question two will ask specifically what type of energy is producing that pollution? How is that pollution formed? Where does it happen? And what should people do? Okay. Now, on this exercise, try to anticipate the question that you will be asked based on the answer. For example, number one, we have option find work on campus, work in the employment office, help students find jobs, ask the woman question. So the question might be something like, what does someone want to do? Okay, so grab pen and paper and answer to anticipate the questions depending on the answers. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so let's check. I'll come back to this one. And let's see. Number 2 will probably be, where does the conversation take place? And then this one could be like, how many hours can the person work? We had already discussed a little bit of this. And question 4 could be like, how often let's see, number 6. It could be like, when does the conversation take place? Number 7, what kind of trip is it? Number 8, how long is something? Maybe the trip, the way. Number 9, what were they doing during the trip? Number 10, how does she feel about something? We don't know exactly. Number 11, what is the topic of the conversation? Now, while you are listening, try to determine the topic. You should do that before you're listening, but also while you are listening. And draw conclusions about who is talking, what do they want, when does the conversation take place, where does the conversation take place, etc. And remember to listen for answers in order. So in the TOEFL test, you may hear something like, can I help you? I'm interested in opening an account. Well, we have several different types of accounts: checking accounts, saving accounts, money market accounts, time deposit accounts. It's a checking account that I'm interested in. I can help you with that. First, you have to fill out a form, and then I need to see some ID. That's about all there to it. That sounds easy enough. Thanks for your help. And in the recording, you will hear, what type of account does the woman want? Number 2, what does a man need for her to show him? If you see, the answers are in order: checking account, ID. Okay, hold on. Let me look for the audio. Mama. Mhm. Does it Okay, I have the audio. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, so let's listen.
Conversation 1. Questions 1 through 4. Listen to a man asking a woman for directions.
Can you tell me how to get to the music building from here? I have a lecture to attend there.
Oh, are you new to campus?
Yes, I just got here last night.
Well, to get to the music building, you have two choices. If you want to go right now, you can walk straight down this street until you're past the Commons, and then turn right. The music building will be straight ahead.
How long will it take to get there?
About 20 minutes.
What's my other choice?
If you don't mind waiting around for a while, you can take the shuttle bus. The bus only takes about 5 minutes to get there.
But I have to wait for the bus?
That's right.
Well, I guess I might as well walk.
Number 1. Where does the man want to go? Number 2. How many different routes to the music building does the woman suggest? Number 3. What is the problem with taking the shuttle bus? Number 4. What does the man finally decide to do? Conversation 2. Questions 5 through 9. Listen to a woman talk to a friend about her vacation.
How was your trip to Wyoming last summer?
It was fantastic. Some of the most beautiful scenery in the country is in Wyoming.
Where did you go in Wyoming?
We drove by Devil's Tower National Monument, and we spent a few days in Laramie, but we spent most of our vacation in Yellowstone National Park.
You went to Yellowstone? I wish I could have gone. I've heard that Yellowstone is just magnificent.
It's the oldest and largest national park in the United States, and it's got spectacular waterfalls, hot springs, and geysers.
Did you see Old Faithful?
Of course we saw Old Faithful. It's the best known of the geysers there. We couldn't visit Yellowstone without seeing Old Faithful.
Do you think you'll be taking another vacation in Yellowstone again? If you do, I'd like to go next time.
Number 5. How does the woman describe her Wyoming vacation? Number 6. How did the woman probably travel on vacation? Number 7. Which of the following did the woman do on vacation? Number 8. Which of the following is a well-known site in Yellowstone? Number 9. What would the man like to do? Conversation 3. Questions 10 through 13. Listen to a conversation between two friends.
How are you going to spend this year's Thanksgiving vacation?
I'm going to spend it with my family. We celebrate very traditionally. We go to my grandparents' house and have a big Thanksgiving dinner. It's really the only time in the year that my whole family gets together.
In my family, we just have a big feast too. We don't really stop and think about how Thanksgiving Day developed, how new colonists in Massachusetts had a 3-day feast to give thanks for surviving the first terrible winter and for gathering their first corn harvest the following year.
Did you know that the original Thanksgiving Day was celebrated in July?
No, I thought Thanksgiving had always been in November.
The first Thanksgiving was celebrated on July 30th, 1623. After that, Thanksgiving was celebrated at many different times. It wasn't until 1863 that Abraham Lincoln declared the last Thursday in November as a day of Thanksgiving, and this holiday has been celebrated in November ever since.
Number 10. What is the subject of this conversation? Number 11. How will the woman spend Thanksgiving? Number 12. What were the Massachusetts colonists thankful for? Number 13. According to the speaker, when is Thanksgiving celebrated today?
And here are the answers. And with this, we are finished for today. Okay, keep practicing, review those idioms and those 2 or 3 word part verbs. Bye bye.